purpose of this device and loan program is to see if the assistive technology device will accommodate the individual to meet the individual's educational goals, maybe employment, community living, and the IT and telecommunications.
And those programs allow people in the community of all ages to essentially try out different possible solutions and see how those solutions meet their needs. And based on what they learn, oftentimes folks will determine that a particular product or service works well for them, and they'll make a purchase.
Or perhaps their own device has broken or needs some sort of repair work, and they can contact one of our partners and get information and get a device to borrow while they're waiting for their device to be replaced.
A person simply needs to show an interest. Maybe it's a phone call or an email. The person may contact me personally through a network group, or may have someone contact me for them. Once they have contacted me, then we will talk about the options that are available to them. Once a device has been selected by the end user, the person requesting this information, we allow them to take it home. There's some simple paperwork to fill out, a few forms to sign expressing what's in the box, how long the loan program will go for, and what type of response is expected once the loan is complete, so that we know, did they benefit from taking this device home.
We typically loan a device to individuals who support persons with communication needs. That would include a speech-language pathologist, an occupational therapist. Medical assistants and Medicare are supporting people with communication needs through purchasing equipment. But in order to purchase, in order for them to approve the purchase of a device, the individuals need to prove or demonstrate that they actually can use the system to communicate. The Matlin program allows individuals to use them for a 30-day period. The professional who supports this individual will request a device. They will fax us on a company or agency letterhead a request for the use of the device, and we request some information about the client. Certainly there's confidentiality that we maintain, but we want to know the age of the person, the county of residence, so that we know where in Minnesota these systems are being requested, the diagnosis of the individual. And so we enter that data into our database, and this is information that we provide to STAR, our partner, so that they can demonstrate where the nature of the individual who's using the system.
Our entire inventory is available online, and so sometimes people find things that way, but we have people fill out an application. That helps us track the equipment and be able to also have appropriate loan links. They get entered into our database system, and then people run through the process of checking things out. People can stop in and browse the shelves to check things out. They can send us an email or a phone call and tell us what things they're interested in, and we will mail them out to them. Our facility here does help people get a sense of what is available, and oftentimes they see something in a magazine or they've heard about something, and so sometimes they come in with very specific ideas of what they're looking for. And other times they have no idea what they're looking for. They just know that with rapidly changing technology and the technology that is out there, that there's got to be something that can help them.
So we loan out and borrow devices to individuals that may have a request or have a need in a form of, maybe it's a telephone call to us here at PACT. It could be an email. It could be somebody else representing an individual of disability contacting us to request a particular device.
Most of the people that are involved in the lending library are parents of children with disabilities. We also have a number of educators who are working with students, and then we have a smaller number of consumers that come in that are looking for the technology themselves.
What the individual needs to do in order to borrow a device is to sign a loan agreement with PACT, okay, which describes their address, their name, demographics, and then also the assistive technology device that they are borrowing.
I find that the types of devices people are looking for from the loan program generally tend to be communication devices. That's a very popular category. There is a lot of interest in the computer access devices, things to help them get onto a computer, perhaps an alternative keyboard, an alternative mouse, being able to communicate orally to their computer, or even using their eyesight or slight movements in their body language to be able to control a computer. That seems to be a very popular request here.
There is a camp called Camp Courage, and they sponsor a period of a camp experience to individuals that use communication systems. And as it turned out, one of the individuals' device was in need of repair, and here he was at camp and he was unable to participate with his system. So we took the device up to Camp Courage, and then the person responsible was the person who directed that camp at that for the summer, and the individual was able to then communicate and participate as a camper. So, and then continue to use the device until his other device was returned.
One of the things I've been interested in accomplishing since I began working with assistive technology is the implementation of an all-in-one device, something that is unobtrusive, that a person can carry with them, that does so much more than one thing. And I found this is getting to be something that will be feasible in the near future. We've got many new advancements such as the iPhone, the iPod, smartphones, devices that are able to perform more than one function and that don't stand out and make someone feel different than the rest of the crowd that they're around, be it in school or at work.
By loaning a system that we can provide them, it has opened the doors for employment, for becoming active partners and participating on boards, as we have individuals who are communication device users on the board of the United Cerebral Palsy of Minnesota, and so they can become increase their quality of life and contribution.
When we receive funding to obtain devices, perhaps from the STAR program, then we assemble our assistive technology team of members to review what is needed in our community. This team is made up of people who are involved each day with individuals who have a disability. For example, we have a speech-language pathologist who's working with children in the Benton Stearns Educational District, and also an individual who is part of the assistive technology advisory team for the University of Phoenix, and another individual who's in the technology environment in his workplace, which is within an adult rehabilitation clinic. These individuals and I get together, talk about the contact we've had with our own clients, with others that we've requested information from, so that we can make a good decision on the types of devices might be necessary to add to our library.
The resources that we use as part of the STAR partnership have helped us reach more people in Minnesota. We use the funding from the STAR program to purchase current technologies and to augment our library. So, and because technology changes so fast, it came at a good time.
This is a wonderful relationship, and STAR has been extraordinarily supportive of the needs of people with communication disorders. And as we try to keep abreast with the newest technology and the upgrading and updating of technology that we might have purchased just a year ago, STAR has been extraordinarily supportive of ensuring that we have the newest and the best equipment.